Hello, I'm Kyriakos Glikos. I'm 15 years old, student of the first grade of high school, and I come from Athens, Greece. This is going to be my submission for the HMCE scholarship. Water. We drink it. We use it in our food, for sanitation, in the industries. But we also pollute, waste, and take it for granted. Hundreds of liters a day are getting wasted by all of us for many different reasons, and with that we also harm the environment in a way that you cannot even imagine. To top it all off, the planet is getting more and more overpopulated by the minute, and the demand for water is higher than ever. So, what are we planning to do? It is highly required for our generation to act fast, because maybe we will be the last ones with the power to change the course of humanity. So, right now, let's talk about the real facts that matter. 15% of the world's population lacks of clean water. Unsafe water kills 200 children every hour. By 2025, half the world's population will live in countries with high water stress. In the next century, the population is going to be increased by 2 billion, and with that, 60% more water is going to be needed. And as for the environment, overuse and pollution of water resources are harming biodiversity. The planet is getting dry as the rainfall is reduced and the evaporation is increased. The risks of this water crisis are endless, not only to humans but also to Earth's biodiversity. Waterborne diseases caused by lack of sanitation and hygiene are one of the leading causes of death worldwide. Furthermore, in many developing countries, people are forced to drink low-quality water from flowing streams, many of which are contaminated. There are many waterborne diseases that people die of. It is common knowledge that food and water is fuel for the body. It takes a lot of water to grow food and care for animals. Experts say that globally we use 70% of our water resources for agriculture and irrigation and only 10% on domestic uses. Less water means farming and other crops that need water to grow have lower yield. It means farm animals will die and others will not do well without water. The result is constant hunger and thirst and low quality of life. All in all, people who are dealing with water scarcity are often stuck in poverty as well. These people are not able to get the resources that they need in order to be able to thrive and instead are just barely surviving through these difficult times. The same way that humans require water for their survival in their daily lives, just like that the environment and wildlife cannot survive without it. In Europe, extensive loss of wetlands has also occurred with the resulting loss of biodiversity. Animals cannot survive without water. This means that if one type of animal becomes extinct, then this will affect the food chain, as a consequence the environment in general. Solutions can be found and accomplished not only at a societal, but also at an individual level. First and foremost, developed countries can not only share technology better, including cost-effective wastewater and water treatment systems, but also in hydrological transport modeling. At the individual level, people in developed countries can look inward and reduce overconsumption, which further strains worldwide water consumption. Last but not least, both developed and developing countries can increase protection of ecosystems, especially wetlands and riparian zones. Their measures will not only conserve biota, but also render more effective the natural water cycle, flushing and transport that make water systems more healthy for humans. I think that solutions are certainly not a far cry from reality. I believe that water security is a war worth fighting for. What's needed from our world today is the interest, the determination, and the selfless choice to help the humanity and the planet as a whole, because water is the most essential element of life. Because water is basic element for everything in nature. Thank you so much.